In this portion of the video, we're going to show you some simple troubleshooting techniques that you can do in your shop to figure out what might be happening to your pump if the mix guard keeps popping up. A couple of the things we want to check for first is we want to make sure you have base material in the base container. We also want to make sure you have at least 2 inches of catalyst in the catalyst tank. If you run out of either one of these two products, it's going to cause your mix guard to pop up and your pump to shut off. After you've checked those items and they seem to be good, we're going to look and check the filters. If these filters are plugged within the filter housings coming off the fluid sections, that can cause diminished flow, which could cause your mix guard to pop up also. If that's all clean, we can check the fluid sections to make sure there's no leaks in the fluid sections. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to close off the port closure knobs. We're going to bring the pressure up to about 10 pounds. And we're going to check the base fluid section first. By lowering the knob, we want to make sure that the base fluid section stalls on the upstroke and stalls solid on the downstroke. As long as it stalls solid on the up or downstroke, then we know that the base fluid section is good. If it does not stall, then we have a leak in the base fluid section. You can refer back to the maintenance section of the video to rebuild the base fluid section. Second thing we're going to test for is the catalyst fluid section. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the catalyst knob, and we want to make sure that the fluid section stalls. If it stalls like it does here on the up and down stroke, then we know that the catalyst fluid section is good. If it continues to move, then we know we need to rebuild the catalyst fluid section. We also want to check that on the catalyst side, when installed, that the air bubble in the top of the return tube does not move. If it's moving, that means we've got some material passing through and we need to check a valve within the quad valve itself. That stands true for the base side. If we see material traveling through the tube to the return to the base container, we know we might have a leak in one of the valves within the quad valve, and you can refer back to the quad valve rebuild in the maintenance section on the video. Once we check those items, now we can unscrew out the port closure knob. We can drop both handles, bring our pressures up, open it up to the spray gun, spray a little material out, turn our quad valve on, and everything seems to be operating properly at this point. The biggest key to the CATalyzer pump is keeping the fluid sections clean. When you're done spraying at the end of the day, make sure you flush through the fluid section really well on the base side. The second item is to also, if you're going to store the pump for a period of time, is to drain the catalyst out, fill it with lacquer thinner or acetone, and leaving the fluid sections in the down position. And if you do these items, that'll help maintain the pump in good operating condition.